What's good with y'all boys? Welcome back to another episode of Rand Cover Everything Sports Podcast. Sam here doing an instant reaction, little incident a couple hours after the game. Just got back from work. I was watching the Chiefs versus Ravens game the whole time at work. What a game, man. A lot to talk about. Another reason why Mahomes is taking that next step to becoming the greatest of all time. I mean, this guy's ridiculous. When they're doubted, when everybody counts him out, man, what do? Another Super Bowl appearance, back-to-back Super Bowl appearances now for Mahomes. Andy Reid and that Chiefs team. This is his fourth Super Bowl appearance in 6 years. I mean, this guy's truly incredible, man. So I'm gonna just talk about the game. There's gonna be a lot of content coming out in these next couple weeks, heading up into the Super Bowl, and of course after the Super Bowl as well. So a lot to stay tuned in for. First, I'm gonna talk about the game itself, man. What a game! I mean, a true defensive game, man. And this is what we thought we could see. You know, we were coming into the game saying, wow, the Chiefs have not seen a defense as healthy and as good as the Ravens, but also the Ravens have not seen a defense as good and healthy as the Chiefs, man. So I thought the Ravens would pull this game out barely. I took the points with the Chiefs because I would never, ever give that many points to any team playing against Mahomes and Andy Reid, especially in the playoffs. But I did not expect this game, man. I expected a lower scoring game, but 0 points in the second half is huge, man. Just to give out some stats, I thought Lamar, he didn't look great, and I wasn't that impressed with him last week when they played the Texans. I understand his stat line looked good, but I was talking to one of my friends and even my dad. So I was saying, it's easier to play when the guy across from you and the offense across from you isn't threatening your defense. Outside of that special teams play for the Texans, they never got anything going. They didn't put up any points outside of that special teams big punt return last week. So I wasn't all that impressed. Lamar, if you look at his stats and if you look at the game, he looked well, he played well, but there was pressure, of course, but they were never threatened by the Texans' young, rookie offense. So while he looked good on paper and the stat line looked good and even the plays looked good, I wasn't all that impressed, and that's why I didn't end up taking the Chiefs' points because I thought they would keep the game close. And yes, of course, I thought they could win, and low-key thought they would win. I mean, I put 100 on the Chiefs +3, so I was pretty confident, but I didn't know how I really liked the matchup. So, sorry, I'm watching the Lions game and Niners game right now. I will give an instant reaction to that game as well. Don't got to worry about that. But Lamar, 20 of 37, 272, 1 TD, 1 crucial INT, and a 42 QBR. He did add 54 rushing yards, so that's good. But he had a bad INT. I mean, triple coverage, trying to get to likely, but that's a bad play. I mean, 6:54 in the fourth quarter, still time to make a game. And then you turn the ball over. It was 17-7 at that point. They had an easy field goal. They were inside of the 15-yard line. So they could have easily, with the greatest kicker of all time, tied the game up, made it 17-10. Got a couple stops like their defense has been doing the whole time, but made a mistake, made a bad throw and a bad decision, and it bit him in the butt. He also had a near interception of Nick Bolton trying to get it to Zay Flowers, but he dropped it, luckily for him, but that was also another bad throw. He had some bad misses in this game as well. A couple flat routes and screens to Justice Hill and Zay Flowers, and then deep balls, both down the left sideline to OBJ and Nelson Aguilar. The Aguilar one, he definitely had a step on him, and he just missed him. And that's something that Lamar has to get better at. Those touch passes, those deep throws, just really threatening these guys with his arm. Listen, his line, especially in the first half, gave him time to make plays. He gave him time to throw and gave him, the one touchdown they scored to Zay Flowers. Now, he did make a great play, getting out of that sack, no doubt about that. But overall, his line played a pretty good game, giving him time to throw. So we're not going to sit here and act like Lamar was helpless and didn't have any time to throw. Now, yeah, maybe his receivers weren't getting open. Well, that's another thing. They had a strip sack that didn't bite him in the butt because the Chiefs didn't turn it over on downs. Then no receivers went over 40 yards except for Zay Flowers, who had 115 in this game and a touchdown, the only touchdown. They only had 27 rush yards outside of Lamar Jackson, and they had a 0-3 TD to turnover ratio. So they lost the turnover ratio by a lot. They weren't making very big plays outside of Zay Flowers. And Zay Flowers also bit him in the butt, too, with a fumble at the 1-yard line to start the fourth quarter. That would have made it 17-14. So overall, this Ravens team just didn't play very well offensively. Defensively, they were amazing. Held this Chiefs team to 17 first half points. That's a lot of points in the first half. 17 plus 17, 34. But 17 first half points. In the second half, zero second half points. And they only allowed 5 first downs in the second half. The Ravens defense came up to show. Lamar Jackson just sold them short. I hate to say it. It wasn't a great game for Lamar. It wasn't a great look. On to the Chiefs side of things. Mahomes 30 of 39, 241, one touchdown, and a 91 QBR. Kelsey, my goodness, especially in the first half, making catch after catch, play after play. He had 11 for 116 and a touchdown. Pacheco, 24 carries. They were pretty run heavy. They had a very balanced offense today. They did. 68 yards and a touchdown. And then their defense, they've allowed 0 second half points again for this playoff run. They allowed 0 to Miami, only giving up 7. They only allowed 7 to Buffalo last week, and then 0 again to this high-flying Baltimore team. I mean, they only allowed 7 points total. This defense is legit. I've been saying it all year. The best defense of Mahomes' career. And early in the season, they were saying, "Oh my gosh, the Chiefs don't look the same. Oh, the Chiefs, they're done. They're slow. This is the weakest they've ever been." No, they're winning in different ways now. We're not used to seeing the Chiefs win 17-7 ball games. We're used to seeing the Chiefs win 34-27 ball games. But it looks a little different. So now people are saying, "Oh, they're not the same. They're not as threatening. They're not as frightening." No. This team is super, super scary. Anytime you have Mahomes on the other side, you're scared. But you have Mahomes and now a great defense. Yes, a very good, great defense. I mean, this is as scary as they maybe ever been. I understand with Tyreek Hill, they were super scary, but their defense has never been this good, especially with Patrick Mahomes. So overall, I thought it was a fantastic game. Chiefs win 17-10. Lamar Jackson was a little underwhelming. He didn't perform that great. Mahomes did Mahomish things. Kelsey turned out the clock. Well, not turned out the clock. Kelsey just does what he does, you know. Overall, great game, man. I mean, I loved this whole game. I couldn't keep my eyes off of it. It's a different game than what we're used to seeing. A lot of defense, a lot of big plays. Or not a lot of big plays, but a lot of big defensive plays. And just overall great football, man. So that's my reaction to this game. I never bet against Mahomes. That's why I took him +3. Although I did have the Ravens win this game. I would never bet against Mahomes. So overall, great game. I appreciate y'all watching, man. Subscribe down there, bro. Subscribe down there. It's completely free. Get us 100 followers. We're so close, man. We appreciate y'all watching. And as always, tune in next time. Peace.